All right, I'm just going to talk about my thoughts on the Cardinals versus Lions first game on Sunday, September 8th. Obviously, opening night was Thursday. Um, Bears against the Packers, opening NFL 100. But Sunday, a couple days ago, was the opening night for all the other teams. And it actually ended up being a tie, 27-27, but it was actually really good comeback by the Cardinals. And then much credit and respect to Kyler Murray for keeping his poise. Pretty much in the fourth quarter, Cardinals were down 24-6. They scored 18 straight points to put the game in overtime. Of course, in overtime, they won the coin flip. Um, they scored a field goal. Lions made a field goal, and none of the teams scored after that, so it just ended up being a tie. But it was great to see what good composure Kyler Murray had. I mean, he didn't start off at a good start the first three quarters, although not all of it was his fault. I mean, he was throwing some balls that his receivers weren't catching. But the fact that he had courage and guts to throw in those directions and, avoid sacks and getting tackled and pulled, through the ball real fast showed me good leadership skills. He's not afraid to take chances, and he just kept attacking, and he's only going to get better from here. But yeah, it was a really good game. Obviously, the defense played terrible. Offense too. A lot of times we're stuck in 4th and 2, 4th and 1, and instead of going for first down, we kept punting it, but that might have been the best thing because if we missed, it would have put them in scoring position. So, but yeah, our defense still played some pretty good ball. There, we had some good sacks and stuff like that. Keep in mind the Cardinals didn't have two of their best cornerbacks in Alford and Patrick Peterson. They're both out the first 5 to 6 games. Alford, I think, because of a broken leg or an injured leg. And then Patrick Peterson, performance-enhancing drugs. Go figure, right? The 1 year he didn't make Pro Bowl, he gets caught doing that. So if we would have had those guys, we probably would have won because they were throwing the ball left and right on us. Obviously, we're pretty good stopping their run with, Terrell Suggs and Chandler Jones on that line. And then our new guy, Jordan Hicks, middle linebacker from the Eagles. So we have some good players on the team. We just need, to get in a better rhythm and stuff like that. But like I said, it took the first three quarters to figure things out. Once we did, we scored 18 points in the fourth. It was enough to not win the game, but we tied it, which was pretty funny too, because last year Baker Mayfield didn't play till like the third game, but his rookie year, the Browns, their first game was a tie. They lost 16 in a row the year before, and then when you think they're going to win their first game, it ends up being a tie. Obviously, Baker Mayfield and Kyler Murray, they both went to the same school. And it's kind of, what a coincidence that both players' first game of the season of NFL ended up being a tie. And then also, too, both players played quarterback. Both were on Oklahoma Sooners. Both got Heisman Trophy winners and both got first-round picks. So there's a lot of coincidences there, which kind of made it interesting. But like I said, Kyler Murray actually played the game. It was a tie, whereas I don't think Baker Mayfield did until the third game. But nonetheless, it's still a cool coincidence. But yeah, I mean, I predicted before the season that the Cardinals would get 4 to 5 wins, 1 or 2 wins more than last year. Although I think a lot of their losses are going to be a lot more competitive. But as long as Kyler Murray shows signs of being really good, which so far he has, that's definitely a good sign because at least the Cardinals can build the offensive line around him, pick up some more wide receivers, whatever. I know even when Larry Fitzgerald ends up leaving, other players will become veterans. And then, of course, Kyler Murray will be more of a veteran as well. So I can definitely see the Cardinals being competitors again in 2 to 3 years, being a playoff team, possibly making a Super Bowl appearance. No joke. I mean, Kyler Murray really is a good player, and he will definitely adjust to the NFL. Obviously, once he loses his athletic ability and speed, he's just a small guy. But still, if he has 7 good years in the NFL, that's pretty good, if you ask me. I mean, a lot of good quarterbacks, are 6 foot or 5'11". You got Drew Brees, Baker Mayfield, Russell Wilson. Those guys are all good. They're 6 foot, 5'11" ish. So I mean, what's 1 inch shorter? Yeah, it's 1 inch is a big inch, but still, Kyler Murray also has a faster release than those guys. He's much faster and quicker. So, and again, he doesn't like to lose. You know, he's going to fight every possession until the game is over. And the tie against the Lions really showed it. So I see good things happening for the Cardinals. Let's just hope that the organization doesn't mess up and make stupid moves like they've been doing lately. So hopefully Kyler can, like I said, step in and tell him which pieces he wants to make the team better, and they can listen to him. I also liked it too in the Lions game because near the end of the game, he was actually going in there doing the audible, talking to his teammates, changing things up. That's a sign of a good leadership there. I mean, he came off not like a rookie. And then too, even his post-game interview, he actually said too, you know, statistically, a tie is better than a loss. He's not lying. I mean, it's better to tie than lose. So he's a very smart player, very humble, and yeah, much respect for him. And like I said, he could have had a better first three quarters. It wasn't all his fault. The offensive line didn't do the best job blocking, and like I said, his receivers were missing a lot of balls thrown in their way. But as the chemistry builds between him and his receivers and running back, I can see good things happening. So anyways, should be interesting to see next game against the Ravens next week. Terrell Suggs is playing against his old team. Kyler Murray's going against his old teammate, Hollywood Brown, who the Ravens picked at wide receiver. And then you got Lamar Jackson. He's very fast and quick on the Ravens, kind of like a Kyler Murray. So you got two fast quarterbacks going against each other, and Ravens are obviously the favorite. In fact, they're going to be on the road at the Ravens, so that's going to be harder for them. But can the Cardinals win? Yeah. Will they? Probably not, but yeah, you never know how the ball bounces in the NFL. So should be a fun game. And then, like I said, in another video, I believe I put a video out, Cardinals are scheduled to play the Browns, I think December 5th. I think it's a primetime Thursday game. We're actually playing the Cleveland Browns. Go figure, right? Kyler Murray's playing against his old teammate, quarterback, Baker Mayfield. Again, what's funny about that, and I think I mentioned in another video, is the schedule for the Cardinals was made before the NFL draft even happened. Sorry, just seeing if it's recording. And they had the Cardinals play the Browns before we even picked Kyler Murray. It's as if the NFL league office knew we were going to pick Kyler, so they scheduled us to play a primetime game against the Browns. So, coincidence? I don't think so. So yeah, it should be fun. Like I said, Baker Mayfield, Kyler Murray, 2 first-round picks, back-to-back years, 2 quarterbacks who played on the same team, and it's going to be fun. So I'm looking forward to that game. Let's hope either players aren't injured and we could see them go at it. Of course, it's them going against the other team's defense, but nonetheless, it's still a good story to tell, so to speak. Anyways, so yeah, that's that. I will leave it at that for now, and pretty sure I'm missing some stuff what to say, but yeah, I can see a good bright future for Cardinals if Kyler Murray continues to be smart and slides out of the way and gets rid of the ball before the sacks comes. I can see him avoiding injury or bad injury, because that's the biggest thing against him. He's barely 5'10", 205, maybe 210 if he put on some weight, muscle weight. But yeah, we'll see, all right, well, until next video, peace out.